All right, let's get warmed up here. Welcome to lesson number 2, Gracie Combatives. We're gonna go clinch, aggressive opponent, and ground technique is gonna be the Americana arm lock, and for that we're gonna use our hooded sweatshirts. So let's warm up a little bit here. Let's get sitting down, you guys. Doesn't have to be a Gracie hoodie, guys. Any hoodie you have, you can use for today's technique. Everyone sit down with one leg facing out in one direction. Okay, one leg out, both hands on the ground. We're gonna post up and then put the leg through the other way. Yep, and the leg goes straight through the other direction. Yep, hands down, up and through. Nice, keep your hands where they are. Up and through, and up and through. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Great. Now lay on your side, facing the camera. Use both feet on the ground, hands in front of your face. Scoot your hips back. 1. And keep scooting so you go in a circle. Your shoulder stays still, your hips circle. Nice. We're doing shrimping all the way, 360. Now watch. Turn on the other shoulder and do the same thing the other way. Hips back, back. 3, 4, all the way 360. Nice, now go back to the other shoulder. Look, on your other shoulder, use your feet and bring your hips forward. Feet, extend those hips. Feet, reverse shrimping, Boom. Feet, boom, nice. Now turn your other side, feet in front, forward, front, forward, front, forward, front, forward. Excellent. Nice. Now go on your stomach. Look, take one knee forward and one leg in the air. Hands on the ground, forearms on the ground. One knee forward, one leg in the air. Now watch this. Shoot this leg up and put this leg forward. So I'm switching my pelvis. Hook in, hook forward. Nice. So my knee is fully forward and one foot is toes straight up in the air. Nice. Excellent, Shannon. So now watch, take this leg that's bent, put it back so now you have both legs up, and then roll your hips a little bit and bring the other knee forward. And then do it a little faster. Boom. Boom. Faster. Boom. Every time you do it, your hips turn. Boom. 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 Excellent. Okay, now push up onto your knees, both hands on the ground, jump up in base, and we're up. Excellent, you guys. Alex, join me, please. Technique, standing technique is clinching on the aggressive opponent. So the fight begins, push comes to shove. Before you know it, you have someone who throws a punch, right? So we can feel the negative energy accumulating. We try to de-escalate and say, hey, I don't want any trouble. There's no need to fight. We can talk this out. You can have the parking spot. That should be the general approach, is de-escalation mindset, verbal, and managing distance. The problem is when you have someone who wants to fight and won't take no for an answer, the fight will happen. Okay, so if that were the case and I'm the aggressor and Alex is the defendant, as I move towards him, he's gonna keep his hands up, stay away, and then if I attack, he's gonna close the distance. Because what's the alternative? If I'm moving towards Alex, keeping your distance, and I attack and just back up and block, and I'm hitting him, boom, boom. The problem is, even though he might be blocking a few punches and keeping the distance, he remains at the end of my strikes, so I can still hit him the whole time as he's backing up. And then he's gonna fluster, he's getting hit, and then he trips on the curb, he falls on the ground, now I'm on top punching his face in. So this idea, and sometimes they'll do this, sometimes as the punches are coming, people will do this, like trying to hold the person away. What you don't realize is by holding someone at a distance, you're actually keeping them at the perfect range to knock you out. It's actually helping him punch me by pushing him away and managing that distance perfectly for him. So instead, you want to be all the way out, and then when they become aggressive, we're going to close the distance all the way in. Starting over here. So as I move towards Alex, he's staying away, staying away. When I become aggressive, he lunges in with his hands protecting his face, and then he follows me as I back up, and he wraps me in a clinch. Look at his hands back there. His front hand is grabbing his back wrist, and he's locking my hips in tight. I feel totally immobilized right now. And then in future classes, we're gonna talk about takedowns, where he might change levels a little bit, pick me up, fold me, and then down goes the fight, and we end up on top, which is gonna be great. So for today's class, it's all about distance management, closing the distance, and then taking the fight to the ground when we get that chance. So let's do a couple of preparation drills, you guys. Everyone stand up. Everyone stand up in the front left corner of your room. Front left corner of your mat. Front left corner, okay? Facing the camera. So I'm bending my knees right here. Hands are up. When you guys get your fight stance, step back with one foot. Find your stance, whichever side feels more comfortable for you. My knees are bent. I'm on the ball of my back foot. My front foot is flat. And my hands are up. And I'm looking between my hands. I can see you guys between my hands. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. My hands are up. So you can have your hands next to your face. You can have them away from your face a little bit. If the person is further from you, you can have a little more space. If they're closer to you, it's gonna be tight. If they're punching you, you're gonna have full coverage here, okay? Try that. Take one of your arms from here, take one of your arms and put it right up against the side of your head with your elbow as high as possible and your bicep blocking the side of your jaw and your cheek and your chin, okay? And then do the other side, boom, boom, high cover. Boom, every time they're hitting, you're protecting nice and high. Look how high, chin down, head down. I'm still looking forward though. Don't look down. Look at the target and you're right here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, tight. Now watch this, face me again, front left corner. If you're gonna back up, we're gonna go with our back foot. Everyone step back. With your back foot, step back, hands up. Step back 3 times. Now moving to your right, you're gonna step with your right foot. 1, 2, 3. Now moving forward with your front foot, lunge. Lunge, reach out with that front foot. Yeah, pounce forward, great. Moving to our left, 1, 2, 3. So you always lead with the foot in the direction you're going. So if I'm going back, I'm leading with that foot. Boom, hands up. I'm going to the side, moving, moving, moving. Going forward, boom, boom, boom. And then moving back, boom, boom. Excellent. So this time we're gonna back up, backing up. Good, move to the side. Now this time when you guys go forward and the person potentially, when would you move forward? You typically move forward when the person's attacking you. So now I want everyone to practice this. Watch me first. We're gonna lunge forward, big lunge, like pouncing off our back foot, as big of a leap lunging step you can make. But at the same time, I want you to protect your head. So bring both elbows up, tuck your chin in, and you're gonna hit the person in the chest. So everyone, ready, lunge, boom, and then step, step, step. Okay, reset, go all the way back, read again, again. After you lunge, I want you to do these little follow steps. So we're here, I want you lunge, step, step, step. Nice, good base, Mark, excellent. Reset, hands are up.
You go, Ryan.
You're here, you're bending your knees, you're staying back. They attack you, lunge, go. Step, step, step. Beautiful, you guys. Protecting until you make contact, at which point we're gonna wrap their waist. When you wrap the waist, I want you to have one foot in front, and the same foot that's forward, we're gonna wrap their body with that hand. Good. And then grab your own wrist. You can grab your wrist right here, pulling it in. You can grab gable grip. It's either one, but it's easiest to just wrap their back. Use your front hand, hook your own wrist, and pull it in really tight, just like that. Perfect, guys. Pull it in tight with your elbows tight, your hands tight, and then folding the person's torso back right there. And then once you're in the clinch, there's gonna be some movement. They're gonna be pushing you around, and we're there. So let's all break away. Hands up again. Let's back up, backing up, backing up, backing up. Now sometimes, Alex, please. Sometimes they move towards you in the corner. I'm getting cornered. So I have to just circle around, completely circling out of a corner. So let's all do that. Find a center spot in your room, and let's just shuffle step, side step, go. Circle, circle, circle the center. Circle the center of your room, hands up. As if someone's trying to corner you and you're moving out of the corner. Other way.
Make sure not to cross your feet though. It's a shuffle, not a cross.
Shuffle, don't cross. Hands up. Other way. Nice. And now get back into your stance, face the camera, and back up. Back up. Back up. Here comes the punch. Clinch. 1. And wrap. Hold the wrist tight. Hold tight. Tight. Elbows tight. Keep your head close to their chest. And now, let's say his friends are coming. Use both of your hands, push off their body, and disengage. Come on, Alex. So from the clinch, if Alex is clinched on me tight and I'm hitting him, but he sees that my friends are coming, he has solid base, both hands, push off, go. He gets out fast. Look at that. Pop and go. Everyone, hands up. Let's move. Keep away, keep away, keep away. Sideways. Good. Back up a little bit more. Good. Here comes the punch. Clinch. Boom, 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 boom. Wrap it up. Grab your own wrist. Head tight. Heels tight. Follow, 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 follow. They're hitting you. Now their friends are coming. Push off. Boom. Nice. And great distance. So the rule is this, you guys. All the way out. Look, all the way out. I can't touch Alex's face. If I step in, he backs up. Look at that, always keeping himself away. Until I overcommit, he goes all the way in. You disrupt the distance by shooting in, throwing off, because strikes, you guys, have a very specific distance at which they work from. There's a perfect range. Anything further and it's short. Anything closer and it suffocates the strike. So you wanna mess with that distance. And the problem is if you get emotional in a fight, which is very common, the problem is now you're swinging for the fences, trying to knock them out. And every time you put yourself at range to knock me out, go ahead, boom, they're right here on the return fire. So that's the danger, you guys. Not that striking can't be effective, it's that every time you strike someone to do damage, you're putting yourself within range to get knocked out. Unless your strikes are jiu-jitsu strikes, where they're timed in the fight at a point where they can't hit you, but you can hit them. Let's see some examples. Let's say they've got the strap, we fall to the ground, boom, and he ends up in my guard. Now we're here, look. Punch me in the face, Alex, punch me, for real. He can't hit me with anything. But look at this, boom, boom, boom. I can do anything I want because I have control of his limbs with 2 of mine, and my other arms are free to be able to do damage from right here, and I can do boom, 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 and he can't return fire, touch my face, slap, slap. There's nothing he can do, you guys. So, jiu-jitsu includes strikes, but it includes strikes from distances and opportunities where getting struck equally, 50-50 in return, isn't possible against us. And that's what's so exciting about jiu-jitsu. Let's go to the ground. Mount technique today. Lay down, please, Alex. I'm gonna mount on Alex. The mount, you guys, best case scenario for me. It's one of the best. Great control. And look, talk about strikes. Touch me in the face. Look at my hand. Touch your face. Easy. He can't reach, but I can. So besides the inherent advantage of the striking opportunity, one has to ask, is striking the best plan in a fight, on a street fight? And it's questionable. It depends on the circumstance always, but by and large, using strikes as a means of victory is gonna burn more energy, break more bones in your hand, and cause more damage to their face, which liability, because you can get sued, than you would want in all 3 categories. More energy, more injury, and more liability, all of those. Jiu-jitsu submissions, on the other hand, less energy, less injury because I have scalable control, and way less liability because I'm not going to do more damage than what I intended to do. I'm only going to damage what you throw a punch, you break 4 teeth, that's a $30,000 bill and you get sued. You do an arm lock, you squeeze slowly, he taps and surrenders, no one gets sued because there's no permanent damage. That's the idea with jiu-jitsu. Unless it's a deadly force situation, then you rip both arms off, take him home, and hang him on the mantle. Okay, so here we are. Let's go Americana. 2-on-1. Check it out. A beautiful submission from the mount. Boom, under, grab, and then from here, slide and lift. Other side. 2 hands, grab 1 arm, pin it to the ground. I lock my elbow into the neck area. I sneak under the arm and grab the own wrist. No thumbs on either grip. Shallow grips, deep monkey grips. I need them to be deep. Head down to protect from eye gouges and strikes, and then slide and lift. Okay, one more time. 2-on-1. Cross grip the wrist, monkey grips, drive it down. Elbow tucks into the neck, curl the wrist. This is not acceptable because now it's all fingertips. When you do this, it's all forearm, it's solid. And now I go under his elbow. Look at my hand, you guys, palm up. We dig under, dig, dig, dig. Because if you go palm down, it's hard to go resist. It's hard to get it. If I go palm up, I can dig and I can make my way through with my fingers digging. Turn and grab, no thumb, palm down. Head down, slide and lift, slide and lift, slide and lift. The key is the slide. I don't want to see this. Lift with no slide. You must slide, 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 slide to get the effect. And we'll talk about the leg hooks in a second. Everyone grab your hooded sweatshirt. If you missed that part, run right now. You have 7 seconds to grab a hoodie, quick. Any hoodie in the closet. Everyone lay your hoodie down. Look, take your arms straight out like wings. Take both arms out like wings and put the hood up. I want to see the actual hood up. I need an actual hood. Okay, now take this, look, take the wing and bend it 90 degrees to the north on both sides. Float those wings up. So now you have a 90-degree scarecrow like this. Excellent. And I'm mounted on top. Great. So from here, everyone go 2-on-1. Come across and grab a hold of the sleeve with no thumbs. Like just grab the fabric with no thumbs and put your elbow down right where the hood is. So you're in the corner of the neck of the individual. Excellent. And now take your same side hand, the bottom hand, look, go under the elbow. Use your fingers to dig, dig, dig. And then once you get through, turn and grab your own wrist, no thumbs. Head down, look away from the camera, look away from the subject, because they're gonna hit you with the other arm. And now take their hand and slide and lift. Well, look you guys, this is the only elbow that stays stationary, the one by the neck. Everything else, lift and slide. His arm is broken. Go back, reset, come on up. Let's go a little faster. Same arm, same arm. Let's go, guys. We're all doing it on the hoodie. 2-on-1. Touch, elbow, hook. Look at my wrist, you guys. If I see a negative angle in your wrist, no good. I want to see a positive hook on that first wrist grab. Now come under with no thumb, and palm up, dig, dig, dig. Turn and grab your own wrist, no thumb. Head down. Now we're gonna slide, lift, slide, lift, slide, lift, slide, lift, break the arm. Great. Other side, 2-on-1. Come across, both hands, no thumbs. Pin it down, elbow to the neck. Great. Now we're gonna come under, palm up, dig, 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 dig. Turn your palm, palm down. Head down. Keep it glued, slide and lift, slide and lift, slide and lift, slide and lift. You got it.
Good reset.
Reset, come on up. 2-on-1. We're coming in. Elbow down. Go under, palm up. Grab the wrist. Head down. Slide and lift, slide and lift. Excellent. Alex is back over here. Check it out, you guys. So now, the challenge is if you go for this lock on someone, 2-on-1, I pin it down, I get to here, I lock it up, I come under, I grab. If I just lock the arm and he feels desperate, he's gonna use his free hand, he's gonna bump his hips and bench press me right off. And you're gonna fall. And when you fall, the Americana is useless. So watch. When you land right here, the second you come under the elbow and grab your own wrist, simultaneously, I hook. So now he can push, go ahead, nothing. Because I'm connected to his hip and I've got an anchor point. And my other knee is based out for base. Yep, let's rotate. So on the back side, I hook. Look at my foot. On the front side, I do not hook. Look at my front knee. It's posted out for base. On the front side, you guys, look, I want base. So back hook in, front knee open. What does this look like? The same warm-up drill we already did. Now I sneak under the elbow, I grab here. Alex is gonna push me for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3. I have great base, and then from here I slide and lift. Boom. Other side. 2-on-1, pin it down. Elbow down, sneak under, grab my own wrist. Look at my back leg, shoot it in. Push Alex, he can try, he's not gonna be successful. And then I'm gonna slide and lift.
How would you get my hands up though? I'm not gonna be like, hey, here you go.
Yeah, he might not have his hands up. He might have his hands down. Slap in the face. Boom. Couple slaps, you guys. If you want to save your knuckles and your bones in your hand, don't punch them in the face. The skull is too hard. You do a couple slaps, palm strikes, their hands are gonna come right up if they weren't already. And then I can go right there, 2-on-1, put my back hook in. Look at the timing, you guys. Pay attention. We want to get detailed, we'll get detailed. Look, no hook, watch. As I go under, watch my back foot. Hook, out, in, out, in. That's the timing. If you want timing, you got it. Let's go. Everyone get that hoodie mount up. Let's get our hoodie, let's get our L shapes, let's get our hood. You're mounted, okay? I got my quick flip, I'm going 2-on-1. As I pin it down, no leg hook yet. Elbow down, everyone lock it up. Now watch my hand. As I go under, the opposite foot goes in. Great, Greg, perfect. Slide under, grab your own wrist, head down. And then from here, lift your elbows up, your right elbow, your back elbow, slide and lift. There's your hook, reset. Other side, 2-on-1. Elbow down, sneak under as you put the opposite hook. Nice hook right there, great. Awesome, Raul. Grab, head low, slide and lift.
Drop that hip when you put that hook in.
Reset, other side. We're going. 2-on-1, elbow down. As you go, back hook in, head down. Slide and lift, reset. 2-on-1, grab, elbow, sneak under, back hook in. I'm just going, you guys. I don't know what you guys are doing. 1, 2, 3, back up, side to side. 1, 2, come under, back hook, head down, slide and lift.
Good, Shannon. Good hip drop.
And touch, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Get your reps in. Boom, boom, boom.
Go, Joanna.
Excellent. Awesome. Okay, next variation. Alex is right here. Great, you guys. That's back hook in, basic hook application with the Americana. Nothing too crazy. Now, the problem is this. When you mount on someone, the more postured you are, the more off balance you are. He can push me off. So as a general rule that you'll learn in lesson number 3, which is Monday, the idea when you mount is low and controlled. You want to be in here. Bench press me now. Can't. I'm too tight. I'm locked onto him. The problem is, from this low control, if I want to do the Americana based on what you guys have learned, you got to sit up and go, all right, boom. The problem is now you gave the space. The transition creates the weakness. So watch, from the neck hug, Couple palm strikes. Look what we do. Pin that wrist down. Holding his wrist to the ground. Slide south a little. Away from the camera. Yeah. Look. So wrist pin. He doesn't like this. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna bend it. As he bends it, I bring it in. I hand this off. Boom. Now I sneak under and I grab my own wrist. Monkey grips on both grips now. And then as I loop my elbow around his head, I make sure my back hook is in. Loop, head tight, and I've got my hooks. Got him. 100% locked in, okay? So neck hug, wrist pin. He starts to bend, I hand it off. Got him. Feed it. Now I sneak under. Grab it, no thumbs. Loop around, head tight. Back hook is already in. And then slide and lift. Other side. From here, neck hug, wrist pin. If you take the wrist, you guys, and you push it away, they will often bring it in. They'll often bend it. Very normal. Because they don't like the fact that you're pushing it out. They think they're in danger. When in fact, you want them to bring it in. So when he does, you go, thank you, and you hand it right off. Okay, you grab his wrist. Initially, when you hand it off, you guys, it's a C grip. Look. Initially, it's a C grip. It transitions to a monkey grip after you come under and grab your own wrist. So the general rule is C grips for solo grips. C grip for, in this case, for solo, it's a C grip. When the second hand shows up, that's when it becomes monkey grips for both. C grip, monkey grip. You'll see right now. So I C grip right here, I'm hugging, I hand it off to another C grip. Now as I sneak under his elbow, look, I now become 2 monkey grips. Okay, so I grab it there, boom. And at the same time, I put my back hook in and I loop the elbow. When I loop the elbow off his head, my weight is on this elbow. So I put my weight here, I loop around, and then I put my weight here as I slide and lift. Okay, everything is solid. Nice hip pressure, nice hooks, nice go. Now here's the problem. In the last slice, we talked about the idea of using the back hook to prevent the bench press. Boom, and it's great. There's one thing that the back hook doesn't prevent, which is if I'm locked up and he pushes me normal, I lock him. If Alex instead hugs me and rolls the other way, my hooks are completely useless. In fact, my hook helps him roll me. So what's the key? My current back hook in, front knee open is only effective at preventing the push in the bridge. The minute Alex cross hugs and rolls the other way, I need to switch. And then he goes back and I switch. He goes back and I switch. So I have dynamic hooks that are always switching with his intentions. Head low, slide, 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 and break. So what we're gonna do now is catch this, we're gonna do a switch, we're gonna switch back, and then we're gonna squeeze. Okay? And one important note is it's hard to squeeze the lock. Let's say I get this side, wrist pin, neck hug, grab, feed, come under, loop around, lock it up, head here. Push me this way, there's my hook. When Alex hugs my body and rolls the other way, I switch, right? When I do this switch, interestingly, if Alex stops pushing altogether, I can't break his arm right now. I can't slide it down. There's too much weight on this side. So what you have to do is you have to go back to the default hooks for the actual slide. That's an important note to make. So you can use the switching of the hooks to stop the back roll, but you can't remain switch hooks while you break the arm. You have to go back to default, which is what? Opposite hook, in and front knee open on the same side as the lock. Only with that configuration can you actually break the arm. Hoodies, let's go. Hoodies and hoods. Hoodies and hoods. Elbows, get that 90-degree, mount on your subject here. Look, now here's what I want you to do. Look at this. We're gonna get low, we're gonna hug the hood. Put your arm under the hood and grab the wrist and push it away. Nice. Okay, from that wrist push, they're bending their arm, bending their arm. What you're gonna do is hand it off. Nice. Now we're gonna sneak under the elbow. As you do, put your back hook in. Okay, and now lock your own wrist, take out both thumbs. So the thumbs that were in place, take the thumb out and no thumbs on either grip. Put your weight on your elbow so you can loop around his head and get your elbow right there. Nice, your elbow's in the neck now, perfect. And now you have your back hook in. Before you squeeze though, this guy starts rolling you the other way. So watch what I do. Both hooks go in, open your other knee. Nice, they're trying to roll you over there, they're not successful. When they stop trying, go back, hook in, knee forward, and now slide and lift.
Good, Thomas.
Awesome.
Nice, Brian.
Excellent. Other side. Hug the neck. Grab the wrist. Pin it down. You're pushing it away. They hate that. As they bring it in, you hand it off. Nice. Excellent. Beautiful. Looking sharp. Now sneak under the elbow. Grab no thumbs on both wrists. Excellent. Now loop the arm around the head, but you should have the hook in. Boom, put the back hook in. Nice loop around. Very nice, Shannon. And now back hook in. When they hug your body to roll the other way, everyone switch your hooks. Boom. Nice switch, Shannon. Good, Mark. And now switch back to normal. Boom. And now lay your hips into it and slide and lift. Your elbow comes off the ground and you're twisting and twisting and twisting. Pop. Got him. One more time on that weak side. Here we go. Full mount. Arms are there. Slap, slap, slap. Everyone hug the neck. Nice. Grab the wrist, push it away. Nice. Good job. Very nice. Bring it in. Feed the hand. Excellent. And now sneak under right there. Good, Daniela. Grab your own wrist. No thumbs, guys. No thumbs, Daniela. Take your thumb. Yeah, right. There you go. And now we're going to loop the arm around the head as we put the back hook in. Nice. Head down. Slide and lift. Slide and lift. Slide and lift. Now if they try to roll you the other way, switch legs. Boom. Switch your hooks. Nice. And then you can't squeeze right here, so we wait. When they go back the other way, go back to normal. Boom. Nice. And now slide and lift. Excellent. Epic, you guys. Americana neck hug variation with hook insertions. Great, Anna. We got it, you guys. Welcome to the club. Okay, I think we're ready. Why don't we do this? Look, everybody put your subject on the ground. Make a nice L shape. We're gonna do a full combo now. So this is here. Leave your nice guy all ready to get choked out or arm locked up. Americana. It's called the Americana arm lock, you guys. This one. Americana, Kimura. Americana, Kimura. Yep, these are Kimuras. When the hand is facing south, it's Kimura. When the hand is north, Americana, just for your own internal reference. Because sometimes people say, well, what's the difference? They're different. Boom and boom. Cool? All right, everyone put your hands down, jump up in base. And let's do it. Hands up. We have an attacker. They're trying to corner us. Everyone circle the hoodie. Circle the hoodie. Hands up. Circle, circle, circle. Leave the hoodie there. We're moving around. Other way, quick. Move away. Nice. Now get in your fight stance and face the camera and back up. Couple steps back, back, back. Move away from the hoodie. Here comes the punch. Clinch. Boom. Wrap it up. Nice. Follow, 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 follow. Stay with it. Stay with it. Now watch this. Watch this. Change levels. Hug tight. Lift up and fold with your torso. Fold and now mount on the hoodie. Quick. Get low right away. From the mount. Go into that neck hug. Stay low. Nice. And stay low. Stay low. Stay low. In fact, put your hooks in. Both hooks in. Everyone put both hooks in and keep your hands out. Keep that neck hug. From here, grab the wrist and push it away with your free hand. They're not going to like that. So as they start to bend their arm, feed it off. Hand it off. Nice. And then from there, sneak under the elbow, grab your own wrist, no thumbs. Great. Now loop the elbow around the head, back hook in, front knee open. But they roll you the other way. Switch your hooks.
Good, Matt.
And switch back. And now slide and lift.
Good, Robbie.
We got him. We got him.
Harrison, great job, Harrison.
Beautiful, you guys. All right, questions. Great combo, you guys. You guys can do that combo more on your own. But I want to get to some questions if we have any.
Ruslan asks, is America working while on bottom of the guard?
Does the Americana work while on the bottom of the guard? Generally speaking, no. So from here, this Americana right here would be very difficult to finish because I don't have very good control of Alex's shoulders. He's too loose. He could try to do it to me, lay on top of me. The problem there would be that my legs are too effective at throwing his weight back, so he loses the pinning of the leg to the ground. So for the Americana to work, typically it's top of the mount, but it's also side mount. If Alex were here, and like in this position, and he were to snake my arm right here, look, he's totally stable here, very solid, and he catches. And in the future, guys, you're gonna learn some beautiful variation. When the person starts to extend their arm, you can twist it almost extended right there. You can twist it, even if it's almost straight, you can still twist it. And if they fully lock it out, you can drive your hips on their chest and catch them in a straight arm lock right there. Go ahead, lock that up. And he's doing a straight arm lock. I think we're out of camera just a little, right here. Look, fully extended Americana, breaks my elbow, not my shoulder. He lifts my elbow to the sky, and he locks it out here. Look, so it's lifting here and pushing down there. Next question.
Mount, I can see that the mounting person can hit while the mounted person can't. But I still don't understand why this is. Could we get some more detail?
Yeah, this notion of why is it possible that the top person can punch the bottom person, but the bottom person cannot punch the top person? I wonder, why do you guys think that is? Mount? Young Soon is asking for the science, and I'm taller than Alex. I'm 6'4", he's a little bit shorter than me, and even though I'm much taller, I cannot reach Alex, but Alex can reach me. The question he's asking is, why is this real? Why is this the reality? Here's why. Alex's position is his femur and his torso. The length of his vertical position is his torso plus his femur, and his head is on top of that stack. My length is my arm, and my head is not on top of my arms. It's right at the same level of my shoulder. So this is all that's contributing to my distance management, but what he has is femur, torso, and a stacked head, and his arm is in between us, which is why he has so much more reach. There's much more elements, Hyung-soon, involved in his creation of distance than is what involved in mine, which is just an arm. So it's just the nature of anatomy and human physics here. When we have a double leg control from the mount, double hook, bad guy's arm seems too low to comfortably put on the Americana. Is it okay to lessen the hip pressure, posture up a little to get the arm lock up? So when we have the double leg hook to mount control, that guy's arm seems too low to comfortably put on the Americana. What does you mean by that? Let's see, mount.
You mean like the loop around, or?
Yeah, let's see. Lock it up. So the bad guy's arm seems too low. You can bring her in. Yeah, let's let her in.
Aaron,
What's up?
sometimes when I have the double hook,
Yes.
I kind of swell out like this. I have so much hip pressure I'm putting down that it feels so low to reach down here, and I'm too heavy on my front arm to grab like this. I feel like I'm tipping forward. So is it okay to kind of come back up a little bit?
Yeah.
To do the loop around?
Yeah, because you want to put, you want to be hip on hip, not hip on stomach. I think that's what's going on right
Okay.
there.
So yeah, that's number one. Number two, it's okay, Holly, to not have any hooks at all. You can have a neck hug and be on your knees. And then you can even grab a wrist. And then you can even hand it off. The key on the neck hug, Holly, is it only is the key on the leg hooks is they're only mandatory once this hand goes under. So all this movement prior to that can happen from a kneeling position, and by kneeling, Alex's hips sit lower, which means he doesn't feel like he's falling too much. When you put hooks in, you do ride a little higher. It's natural to hide. So if you want to sit back instead, grab the wrist right here, pin it down, hand it off, and as he sneaks under, now he puts the hook in, and then he loops around, and now I can't push him off or I can't roll him because he has those dynamic hooks. Great question, yeah. So you can mess with your hips to make that arm more accessible, no doubt about it. And use hooks, but don't be trapped by hooks. Don't be restricted by hooks in the party. Last question, how is your weight distributed while doing the paintbrush motion? Forward or even, or can you get thrown forward? Forward or even. So Thomas, the weight distribution when you're actually squeezing is very much on the hips. So I'm here, it's very centered right here. So he puts his back hook in, he's driving his back hook. I feel all the weight right here. There's very little weight on this knee. There's very little weight on the other knee. Those are floating. That's why my voice is changing, because it's so heavy right here in the center. And if I roll him to the front side, then he'll just keep that back hook in. If he feels a roll to the back side, he'll switch and his hips got heavy over here. So because his weight is here, Thomas, it makes it very easy for him to slide this arm. Go ahead, look how light the hand feels. Now the mistake would be to go on your knees and put the weight in your hands. Now slide. He can't slide because all the weight is here and here on his knees. But when his hips drop and all the weight goes here, this is very weightless, which makes the slide very easy. It's a great question, and absolutely, you want to center yourself on the centered mass and the torso of the subject. Do you have to live with taking strikes to your rib cage from the bad guy's free hand while you're locking up the Americana? Christopher, great question. We talked about this yesterday in Combatives last night. And the question in the Combatives was, in the clinch, just brought me up right here in a standing fake clinch. Look, right here, the question was, if you're in the clinch, can they hit you? Pop, pop, pop. And Chris is asking the same question from the mount. Americana, Chris is saying, are we just gonna live with these shots right here? Are these just write-offs? They're in the same category, Chris, as the punch in the clinch, same exact thing. Here's the idea, here's what you have to understand. Any punch that happens with just one joint involvement, which is just the elbow joint, it becomes a level 1 punch. 2 joints, level 2. 3 joints, hips, shoulders, elbow, level 3. 4 joints, 5 joints, 6 joints, legs, planted feet, level 10 is a standing knockout below Mike Tyson. So to answer your question, do we just live with those? Yes. You would not, because what's the alternative? If you abandon the Americana to go address those rib punches, you lost a level 10 submission for a level 1 punch. that is done from short range and has very little knockout or rib breaking power. It's just gonna be bruised tomorrow and you're gonna be fine. So it's very important in jiu-jitsu that you become a master at identifying which punches should be responded to and which ones should not. Because the premature response to a punch that is not dangerous will often cause you, for example, the clinch. Look at this, if we're in the clinch and Alex is here, he has a great control. He's about to take me down and win the fight. But let's say I started doing this, pop, 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 pop. And Alex didn't like this. Block your head, Alex. And now he does, now I back up and boom, boom, and we knock him out. So the premature response to level 1 punches will often put you at the distance for the 7s, 8, 9s, and 10s. And that's the concern. Don't lose something major for something minor. Well, what about the bruise? Well, guess what? You're in a street fight, you guys. Welcome to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. This isn't a cooking class. We're actually learning how to fight another human who wants to kill us. So getting punched in the ribs or a bruise in the side of the head from a level 1 is the least of your concerns. But here's what's wild. You wouldn't know that unless you learned it. You would think all punches are created equally, so you might overreact here and get knocked out over here. So one of the best parts about jiu-jitsu is this understanding of what is dangerous and what is not. What distance is gonna knock you out and what distance is gonna burn him out from energy exhaustion. That's the key. Those level 1 punches are more exhausting than they are damaging. More exhausting to him than they are damaging to me. So it's a very important talk to have with yourself. If you're deep in the fight, you're in the clinch, you're getting hit, you have to ask yourself, response or no response? No, level 1 and 2, no response, let's go. And here's the more important question in all of this. This is how you know the response is true. Lock me up. Right now, full lockup with the hook. Chris, would you rather be Alex or Henner right now? Would you rather be Henner or would you rather be Alex on the lockup? That's how you know. You feel me? If you go, no way, I'd rather be Alex 10-1. That's how solid that lock is and how much quickly he can break my arm. That's how you know the right answer. In the clinch, you're locked up in the clinch. Would you rather be Henner or would you rather be Alex, head on the chest, about to take this person down and achieve full mount? And not only would you rather be, the question is, how much would you pay? If you were in a street fight, how much cash would you pay to start from the position where you have either a tight clinch or a mount with the hooks and the Americana locked up and they're punching you in the ribs? You would pay 5,000 cash, I would say, right? I think we all would. We would pull our resources together because the street fight is life or death. It's a real thing. It can be very dangerous. So to start from a position of close safety, that means there's no knockout blow distance. We're too close. So those are the things that go through my mind on a regular daily basis while I'm having breakfast. Cool. Great to see everyone. Let's close our eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Let's take it for a ride, you guys. Time for our visualization. Okay? But first, let's exhale. And then inhale through your nose all the way to the top. Hold it at the top. And then exhale slowly to the bottom all the way out. So you're walking around the neighborhood, you take off your hoodie, it's getting a little hot, and naturally, you just start tucking and turning, and it flips into a backpack. Quick flip for life. You throw on your backpack, and some guy from a distance saw this happen, and he came up to you and said, "Hey, what's up? Where's that hoodie?" You said, "Hold on, why are you tripping? Number one. Number two, it's not a hoodie, it's a backpack." "What do you mean it's a backpack?" You say, "Bro, it's quick flip, Shark Tank, you guys know what's up." "I don't know what that is. Where's the hoodie that you were just wearing?" "Bro, it is my backpack." And he's starting to get frustrated because what you're saying doesn't even make sense. Hoodies aren't backpacks and backpacks aren't hoodies. So at this point, he starts moving towards you and you go, "Bro, listen, check it out, Henner Gracie, quick flip Instagram, go look at it." And you're managing the distance and you're stepping back. He's just so furious that the hoodie's gone and it's not tied around your waist like a fanny pack. So you're now keeping the distance, you're moving back and he's moving towards you, and he's larger, stronger, and you're managing that distance and you say, "Bro, listen, I can get you one, let's do this with no problem, you know? Black Friday, we're backing up, and before you know it, you guys, he swings. He doesn't care about Black Friday. You bite your teeth, you step in, you hit him in the chest hard with your forearms, and you reach to wrap his body up, but he's so big that when you wrap, you don't lock your hands behind his body. It's just like a big guy, so you're just hugging, staying close, and he's hitting you in the side of the head. And he's twisting and turning you guys so hard to try to disconnect you. But you're in that clinch, tied up. He's twisting, turning, spinning, turning, and you're just latched on, holding on for dear life. And then at this point, he twists and he loses his balance, you guys, because your clinch is so tight, he just falls over. So at that point, you dive in with him. Boom, you guys go crashing to the ground. You land in side control. You transition into full mount, low and tight. Right when you mount, you put both hands out and you stay low, chest to chest. And at this point, you're like, wow, big boy is stuck on his back and he's tired. So you hug his neck to get even more connected. And at this point, he's twisting, bridging, and turning. You grab his wrist, you push it away from his body, and you reverse psychology. He's so frustrated that you pushed his arm away that at that point, he starts bending it. And he's so strong that he's successful at bringing it back in. But you're smiling because you're like, thank you very much. And you hand off his wrist. At this point, he doesn't know much, but he watches a lot of UFC on weekends. And he starts punching you because he knows his arm is getting kind of tangled. And he starts punching you with his other hand, literally punching your back, punching the back of your head. So you're biting your teeth, you keep your head down, you feed the wrist behind the neck. You take your same side hand, you dig it under his tricep. You're shocked by how easy it is to get under because he doesn't know jiu-jitsu, so he doesn't know that that's the real threat. So you dig under, you grab your own wrist, monkey grips on both sides, and you throw your back hook in, you guys. But unbeknownst to you, that was the wrong hook. He instantly tries to roll you to the weak side, big bridge, and your muscle memory kicks in. Boom, you switch your hooks, slam your hip pressure. And at this point, your knees are getting scuffed up because you're mounted on him on the concrete, right? It's, you know, the street surface there, so your knees are getting a little scuffed up. And then at that point, when you realize your knees are hurting a little, you say, wait a minute, if I just do more hip pressure, my knees won't bear so much weight. So then when he pushes you back the other way, your hooks switch again, and this time you settle into full hip pressure. You hear him go like this, because the hips are so heavy on his gut, and he hates it. So now you have the Americana, you've looped around the head, you're about to apply pressure, he's checking your control, he's trying to bench and push and punch, and while he's punching you, you have this vivid memory of a Saturday morning class where Alex and Henner told you, ignore the ones and twos because you're about to break this arm. And you start sliding and sliding and sliding, and it's like slow motion. And all of a sudden you hear this tightness, you feel the tightness in the shoulder, like it just locks up, totally tight, and you know if you go any further, it's gonna break. And you put one more centimeter of pressure, and you hear the, ah! And at that point you alleviate. You go back 50% on the pressure, you loosen up, but you don't let go. Okay. And he's still hitting you, but he's reached that compliance point, but he's also in pain. So you loosen up the pressure and you give him the command. You say, listen, bro, I'm gonna let you go, but I need you to relax right now, stop hitting me. Okay, just don't break my arm. I'm not going to, but you have to relax, stop hitting me. Lay both of your legs flat, put your arms on the ground, straight out to your side, flat arms, don't touch me. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. And then you sit up, his hands stay out, you push off his chest, you disengage, and on we go. Congratulations, you guys. Oh, and then after this is all done, you disengage, and you open up the backpack, and you reach in and you pull out the hoodie, and the backpack disappears. And then he goes, oh my gosh, your hoodie is your backpack. And at that moment, he apologizes for everything. And he understands that he's still stuck in the 1980s, but you're not. All right, you guys, good job. Americana and clinch, distance management, punch protection, you guys. Punches, everything exists on a scale from 1 to 10. Avoid the 9s and 10s, 8, 9s and 10s, and minimize the rest. That's all we can do is minimize. You can't eliminate. There is no street fight where you don't get hit in some capacity. It just matters what the distance is. So if you think about anything throughout the day, think about that. Think about the feeling of being in a fight, tied up with someone, and they're hitting you, and you're ignoring it because you know they have no power because of the range, the distance, and the joint inclusions. Congratulations, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys lesson number 3, Monday morning. Thank you, guys. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a safe weekend.
Thank you. Great lesson. Awesome.